Warning, 26 glass blocks were harmed in the making of this video. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello everyone, my name's Duration and welcome back to our Alpha 1.2.6 world. Today, we're finally gonna get to putting the roof on this base. It's about time. I've been thinking about doing this for so long and I finally got the sand to be able to do it. But the real challenge is turning it into glass, and now I've been thinking, using our coal supply, we'd have to use quite a bit of coal to get all the glass that we actually need. We need a lot of glass to put the roof on this base. In fact, I've done the calculations and we need about 19 stacks of glass, which means we would need to use a lot of coal to smelt that all up, and that's just not something I want to do, because that means I have to do a lot more mining. So instead, I've been kind of planning ahead here. I made a bunch of buckets, and we're actually going to go to the nether, and we're going to pick up some buckets of lava, because lava buckets can smelt up to 100 items, which is going to make this a lot less tedious for me when it comes to getting fuel for the furnaces. Now, obviously, the biggest trick is going to be getting down to the lava and getting the lava in the bucket without getting absolutely destroyed by ghasts. So we're gonna have to find an area where we can get to a lava source without being within eyesight of these ghasts. Finding an area where I'm gonna be able to access the lava quite easily is going to be fairly difficult. I've been looking around everywhere trying to find a spot where I can kind of get to the lava, but there's just so many ghasts everywhere here too, and it's just way too open. This is probably the best spot that I've found so far, because it seems to be the most sloped, so I can get down to the lava without having to like pillar down there. But the amount of ghasts is just absolutely ridiculous. Okay, so a bit of a status update here. I've kind of made a little bit of an outpost here in the nether. I found a spot where I think I'm going to be able to get to the lava fairly easily. However, I've actually had a bit of an issue where I've been in the nether for a little bit and then I just crash. And I've heard of people having this issue as well, and it kept crashing on me, so I put it in peaceful mode to despawn some of the ghasts. I have a feeling that there's a bit of an issue with ghast spawning, because, you know, they spawn quite a bit in this version, and I have a feeling that there's an issue with that. So I put it on peaceful to despawn them, and I have it back on easy mode. So I'm still going to be taking a risk when I go out there. I'm not going to be able to just, you know, waltz over there and grab the lava. Okay, we just made it down here. Not as many ghasts as there was before, but I needed to do that because otherwise I just crash, right? Gotta make sure we listen for ghasts. If we hear anyone shooting at us, we gotta get away from here because I am not falling in the lava. And perfect, we got 6 buckets. And we'll head back to the overworld and we'll start smelting. Excuse me, sir? This is, my hideout? Get out of my outpost, please? Oh, whatever. You know what? You can stay in there. It's 10 diamonds a night, eh? So, you know, you gotta pay up. Okay, and now we're all set to get started on smelting, so we can stick that in there. Apparently, it consumes the bucket. I was not aware of that. I thought we'd be able to reuse it, but apparently not. That's fine. You know what? In the long run, it's still gonna save me, so I'd rather do it this way. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that, but then again, what can I say? Like, there's not really much to do about that. We're gonna keep moving on, and I'm just gonna go grab some more buckets, I guess. It's still worth it. It's still worth it, in my opinion. It's still worth it. So we're gonna do it anyways. So let's go grab some more lava. We got more without dying. So far, so good. And even more glass. We are going to be so rich in glass. I'm still annoyed that I don't get my buckets back. But at this point, you know what? This is going to be such a time saver anyways. I barely have enough coal to smelt this all up, so in my opinion, it's just easier for me to just use iron. I still have so much iron stacked up here that I'm not really too worried about spending a bunch on buckets. Every time I go through here, this place gets more and more beat up. There's so many craters everywhere from just the ghasts. It's unbelievable. The final trip, I only needed about 18 lava buckets. That's gonna get me 18 stacks. I'd rather just do 18 buckets instead of having to sit there and micromanage, you know, making sure that there's enough sand in at the furnaces. Because lava buckets can smelt up 100 items, but you can't stack 100 items in the furnace. Quickly go in and grab lava. I just stand away from the lava just in case, you know. Don't want to take any chances here. And make sure I grab a source block there. And we are set to go. Oh my word. Leave me alone. You're so annoying. Yeah, get mad at him. Anger the pigmen. I think I have like 2 ghasts on me right now. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is not good. This is really not good. Oh my goodness me. What even is this? Oh my goodness. I am so happy I was recording that. Oh my word. What was that? What was that? I honestly, my hands didn't even know where to go because there were so many things shooting at me. Good thing I had some food on my hotbar. And there we go, I set up some more furnaces because we have so many stacks of sand to smelt here. Maybe I'll do 2 stacks extra just in case. I don't mind doing this with coal though because I have still plenty of coal, I just wanted to avoid using as much of it. So I think that's good. Now I'm gonna wait around here and wait for this to finish because, yeah, look, that's a lot of furnaces smelting. And there we go, we have all of our glass smelted up. We should have, yeah, 20 stacks or so of glass. So I think we're going to be all set for this project. And we should be all set to start building the roof. So I think we're gonna get started on that fairly soon. And, yeah, we'll see how that goes. Now that is a lot of glass. Okay, everyone, so after that quick time lapse there, we can take a look up here and we'll be able to see all the work that we got done. We got all the glass put in, which is looking amazing. Very happy with how it turned out. It's definitely got the donut feeling, that's for sure. It's really a lot more open than I thought it was going to be. When I chose this diameter for the kind of the inside of the donut, I guess, as it were, I wasn't really sure how big it was going to feel when you were standing inside it, right? Because I didn't pre-build this. I'm kind of doing this all, like, out of my head. Usually, I like to plan stuff out, but this has kind of been a project that I've just been building it as I go. But the next thing that we're gonna have to do is we're gonna need to connect this elevator into the donut here, because this is gonna be our main way of getting up and down. And then also one of the things I wanted to do, we want to grow some trees in here. Also, we gotta get rid of this netherrack scaffolding that we still have here. So I'll have to quickly do that. But I want to grow trees inside here, and now I'm not certain if they are going to be able to grow with the roof being this high. Okay, so I think we're gonna probably stick the path somewhere over here, and we'll just kind of stick a slab staircase to kind of get up from here up to this path level here. Now there is a skeleton down there, but it doesn't look like he's gonna be able to get me, so I guess it sucks to be him. Hello, Mr. Creeper. But anyways, I'm probably gonna make this 3x3 kind of tube here. So we'll take out these glass blocks, and we're arming more glass blocks as we do this project. I have a counter going in the top left corner of all the glass that I've broken in this project so far, and well, we're not doing so hot. We'll stick a bit of kind of glass walls, glass ceiling as well. Might as well, we want to have a lot of light coming into this tunnel, so don't want to make it all enclosed. I kind of like the idea of having a lot of glass in this build, because it lets in all that natural light. I'm going a bit out of my comfort zone too, because usually in Minecraft I build bases underground, but this time I'm trying to stretch my my creativity here a little bit and, you know, do something different here. So I think this is looking kind of good. So that's nice. But let's grab some glass here too. I'm not certain if I'm gonna have enough to finish this kind of off, but we'll give it a shot. And there we go. We've got kind of this whole area enclosed. I think it looks quite nice. And we've just got the sunrise coming up over there. Beautiful. These guys are going to be a bit of a common occurrence in our base from now on, which is, yeah, I have mixed feelings about this. I might end up switching out this grass for, you know, some other blocks or something, because I don't know. We'll see what I end up using this for. I would like to plant some trees in here, like I've said earlier, but I have to see whether they're actually going to grow in here first. So maybe we'll let's find the center kind of area here. This is probably the most spacious area of each of the like of the ceiling in the dome, this kind of center area. So I'm gonna stick saplings here, and we'll see if they grow here. And if they do, then maybe that's good enough, just 4. And there's 2 more glass blocks added to the count. And we'll take down all this netherrack, we don't need it anymore. But I actually want to suspend this from the towers. That's why we put the towers in the first place, is that this is going to kind of appear as if it's suspended from those towers. So here we are near the tower. We can see that the height of the tower is quite a bit higher than the donut itself. And I did this on purpose when I was building this, because I knew I wanted to have some sort of like wires or something that were gonna hold this up. Now, I'm not really sure what the slope is going to be of these wires. I don't know if I can do like a perfect diagonal, or if I'm gonna have to kind of do like 2 blocks across and then 1 block up kind of thing. I think I'm gonna pull it out of this corner here, or I guess it's gonna be here. I think this is centered. Hopefully this is centered on the tower. 1 up, 2 across, and we'll see how this looks, and I might have to tweak this. So if we go like this, sort of like that, I think is good. Now this is, we could probably go higher up the tower, that's the thing, right? We can sort of take a look and see what we are working with here. Like, this is very low. I think we can go higher. So there we are, with a perfect diagonal. I don't know if I counted this out beforehand, but it like perfectly fits. Like just perfectly. I I don't know, like I feel like I had to have because that just worked out exactly how I wanted it to pretty much. Now, I don't know if I want to do like 2 cables, like one here and one here, kind of parallel to each other, or how I want to do this. Maybe I'll do the 2 cables and I'll also make them thicker, and I think that's going to make it look like this is actually supporting this a little bit better. I was also thinking that I might stick some sort of rings around this donut here. So like these cables are tying into these metal rings, and then inside the rings is like the donut being supported. Yeah, I think those rings around the donut are going to look better. So I'm going to try putting those in, and then we're going to... Oh, look! That grew right in front of me. Hold on, we got to take a look at this. So yeah, look. So this tree actually grew in here, no problem. And I think we could probably even grow one more higher. And it would grow in here, no problem as well. Yeah, I'm just going to kind of pillar out just like this. And then I'm just going to stick these all the way around. I think it's going to look better if we kind of wrap these all the way around, right? It's going to look like they're actually kind of supporting this. Yeah, I think that's the look I'm going for, to be honest. Also, to be sure to let me know what you think of the base. If you have any suggestions, be sure to leave them down in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think about this whole thing. I'm quite happy with how this turned out, and I think I'm going to replicate it on all the sides. Now, the only thing that I have to keep in mind is this side, I can't really put the rings all the way around because of this hallway here. So I think I'll just put them around as much as I can, and maybe I'll even put the braces sort of going around, so I'll have a circle, and then that loop goes around. Like, it's going to be an interesting one. This is an interesting tree over here. It's kind of lopsided, too. Interesting. So this is going to kind of come down like this, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to stick another ring around the edge like this. This is going to kind of ring around this way. And then we'll connect these other rings around into the bottom of this one. I can guarantee that this helmet right here is doing absolutely nothing for me. That's awesome. It's always a weird thing to say this, but I feel like I'm getting low on cobblestone. Okay, so I think I'm gonna... Oh! Not do that. Okay, well, I guess, there goes that helmet. Okay, with health intact here, let's try jumping over here again. We want to get down here, because we want to do the supports rings. So we're going to go over here, and we're going to use some netherrack and just pillar out. Okay, now that we have a good scaffolding set up here, we can kind of try to finish this off. So this is going to come around like that. So that kind of wraps around the hallway, and then these will go back over here, and then we can kind of continue the pattern around. There we go. Only 2 more sets of rings to go, and then we're pretty much done. And then we'll be done this base, pretty much, or at least the exterior. And we'll kind of jazz up the inside a little bit too, but I think I'm going to do that off camera, and I'll just show you before the end of the episode. Okay, and I just did this one. I'm just doing the bottoms right now, because I figure I might as well while I'm underneath here to get them all done, so that I don't have to come down here again. Can I jump up and get that? There we go, look at that. Pro building skills here. I know exactly what I'm doing. The funny thing is that I actually don't. Okay. Get this other side here as well. We're almost at the end of the day, and I want to get this done before the mobs start coming out again. At least if I misplace cobblestone, I don't need to add to the glass counter. And we're just putting the finishing touches on the tops of these rings, and then I gotta just do the cables as well. But yeah, like pretty much everything else is done. This is the last one. So it's gonna be cool to see this fully completed, and we'll finish this last set of cables up, and then we're done. We are complete. It's kind of hard to see, but yeah, it looks pretty cool. I'm really liking how these rings turned out. I think that was one of the best decisions I made when that was kind of on the fly. Just when I'm recording now, I was thinking, oh, you know what? It would be cool to have these rings in here. I think it really adds like it really shows that there's support Like, these cables are tied into these rings, and then that is what's holding this kind of fragile glass donut. So I'm really happy with how this turned out. But I think we've just about reached the end of today's episode. It's a shame that we don't have time to decorate the inside here, but I think we're going to have to leave that till the next episode, where we'll have a little bit more time to spend on brainstorming some ideas of what we actually want to stick in here besides just trees. I've got a few ideas, but I think it's better if we wait till the next episode to get started on those. But thank you so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a comment or a thumbs up down below. I always appreciate feedback from you guys. If you want to get notifications when I upload videos, be sure to subscribe, check out my website or my Twitter. Those are places where I'll be notifying you when I upload another video. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.